What is up, everybody? You are watching Going On Daily Live, the morning show with the best hosts that you could possibly imagine. Today is Kenny and Becky together at last. It's been forever.
Yes. Forever.
We've been asking to do a show together, but Ron has kept us apart.
Yes.
He just didn't want the two goats together, I guess.
I guess not.
Anyways, I'm Becky. This is Kenny, and we have got a very interesting show for you guys today. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited. I'm trying to calm it down.
Yeah, you were doing some woosah before we went live here.
Yeah.
Well, I think it'll be a very interesting show. I'm looking at your subject lines here. I have no idea what any of them mean. I think that's sort of your thing.
Yeah.
Sort of like keep everyone surprised. Mine's sort of straight to the point.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm excited here. Welcome to the club, Ron says. Yeah. So do you confuse all of the other hosts? Is that your jam?
Yeah, that's my jam. Yeah.
Okay.
That's totally my jam. Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
I like to have that off fact. What? Wait, what? Excuse me? Wait, what?
Well, I know your segment, Make Ron Say What. And every time, like, Ron is so colorful. Yes. Every time he's like, what? So, like, where do you find those facts is the question.
Oh, I dig deep. I dig deep. So today we got a new segment, and it's called Becky, can you believe that?
Can you believe it?
Can you believe that
bleep. Okay, because it's a family show. We're not saying it. Exactly. Okay, all right. Well, I'm very excited. Bleep. If Rick was here, it would be full expletive.
Yeah, right. I can't believe that. What?
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, "Oh, it's a family show." Funny guy. So tell me, quick question for you: when you're not doing the show, where do you watch us?
I watch us on YouTube.
On YouTube. Okay. That's Rhode Island Broadcasting.
Yep,
until I had my own podcast, I never went on YouTube. Maybe if I like Googled something and then I clicked a link and it would take me to YouTube, but I would never go to YouTube for anything. Now that I have a podcast, obviously I'm there a little bit more often. I always watch on Facebook. Yeah. At Rhode Island Broadcasting as well. I just find it a lot more user friendly. Oh, sorry, at RI Broadcasting. It says Rhode Island on mine on Facebook. But yeah, I just find Facebook a little more user friendly to watch it. But everyone is watching on Twitch at RI_broadcasting, which again, I've talked about this with Ron. I've never been on it. I don't know what Twitch is. I think it's for video games.
Yes.
Clearly that's not my thing. But we thank you to everybody who's watching from there.
Yep, true.
Finally, check us out on Patreon. Keep the show going. Get yourself a mug or some stickers. Yes. That is at RI Broadcasting.
Yep.
You'd make Captain Ron very happy if you subscribed from Patreon. We're going to need some, well, you know what? Some of those expletives, that's what we should have. Some like fully raw episodes with Rick. And then it would be like, yeah, that would be well worth your $3 a month or whatever. It's $2 a month.
Yeah.
Funny. Okay, well, let's get into it here. If I can find my notes now. Terrible news today out of Argentina. Liam Payne, member of One Direction, has tragically died. Not even just like, drug overdose. Not that that's not tragic, but it's pretty common with rock stars. You know, he didn't die in his sleep. He wasn't ill. My man fell out of a balcony.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
31 years old, just a
Mm.
baby. So a lot is unknown still. It's. I mean, if you've watched any of the other episodes where I talk conspiracies and I talk Hollywood and the music industry and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't know that I believe anything that goes down is
Mm.
actually what's going down. Okay,
Yeah.
like I think everything's a cover up. I think everything is usually a little more scandalous than their PR teams will let on. So who knows what the situation was? It does sound like hotel staff had requested the police to come to the hotel shortly before they found his body. A 911 call was made, I guess, from the hotel manager saying that one of the guests was overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol, and the guest's life was at risk. So I wonder if he was being wild and they called. And then I also read that they heard a thud when they got there, and then they
Oh,
found his body. So
oh
it had like
God.
just happened.
Oh God.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't do drugs, so I can't
Me
speak
neither.
to the effects of them. But
Me
I've
neither.
been wasted many times. To the
Yeah, me
point where
neither.
like I don't know that I ever would have been so drunk that I've like been dangerous, or
Yeah.
violent.
Yeah, me neither.
Um, but then again, like the rock star life is a whole other can of worms,
That that is true.
right?
That is true. That's true. That is
Hmm.
true.
Yeah. Yeah, and it said that he was on the third floor too. It wasn't just like the second floor. That's pretty
God.
high. That's
Yeah.
like a house and a half high. So onto concrete. Yeah,
Oh my God. Oh
I know.
God.
It's so tragic. 60 feet, Ron is saying. Yeah, probably in a.
Yeah.
I think he was on a resort. Like he wasn't, he wasn't just at someone's house or anything. He was at a resort or like a luxury hotel.
Yeah.
I did watch a video of him leading up to it as well. It said that it was taken an hour or so before his death, and he was a little out of it. He was getting mad at the girl that was with him for there being a hat on the table, saying this is rude. And he kind of like tosses the hat, and you could see that he just was like kind of more like eyes closed and like
Oh
he just
jeez.
wasn't in his right state.
State of
Now we,
mind. Yeah.
yeah, and now he's come out, I think last year, saying that he had, addiction issues. He'd been sober 6 months, but I mean, usually when you fall off the wagon, it's usually
Yeah.
pretty bad. So I don't know. My heart goes out to his family and his former
Yeah.
bandmates and
Yeah.
all his fans. I'm not a huge One Direction fan, but it's still tragic when somebody dies.
Yeah. It's still tragic. Yeah. It's my heart goes out to his family also. It's
Yeah,
just like, oh, I was I was I was listening to the news while I was cooking dinner last night, and I was like,
yeah,
what? I was like, what? Wait a minute, what? What happened? What? And I ran
yeah.
into the living room and I was like, I missed it, but I was like, did they just say Liam Payne died? One Direction?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nah, I couldn't be. And I
Yeah,
seen the
no.
replay. I was like, oh Jesus, oh. Then I got your
Yeah.
text. I was like, oh, it's
Oh
true. Oh my
dang. Yeah.
God.
You
Oh,
don't expect it of young people, right? Like when a young celebrity dies, I think it's harder to handle. Like it's a lot more tragic, a lot more devastating. I think. I mean, if celebrity lives to 90 and they had a good life and they die in their sleep, I mean, it's kind of the circle of life, right? But when someone who's 31 who has his whole life ahead of him still,
yeah,
and the thing about him, he was a child star.
yeah,
And as we know in the past from, people like Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, Britney Spears, I mean, usually the women, but from child stars, there's usually some aftermath of
yeah,
being that, right?
yeah.
There's a lot of pressure. I've got teenagers. I can't imagine them having the pressure of being famous.
Oh jeez.
Like it's my kid can barely handle like one of them can barely handle getting up for school in the morning. The other one can't handle like her eyelashes not looking perfect every morning, or like this one curl isn't happening. Like imagine just having millions of people critiquing you and millions of people expecting a certain thing of you. Like
Yeah.
my kids, what she considers a big fish in a small pond here in our little town, right? So, but when you're on the world stage, I don't think any kid should have to go through that. So,
Yeah. My nephew works for a famous rapper in California,
oh no way!
and yeah, he is just living his life. Last week he was in the UK.
Wow,
The month before that he was in Canada. The month before that he was in
Canada!
Australia. So
Wow.
yeah, he living his life, and I'm like, just be careful.
The,
Just just be careful. Just be
the
careful.
I think the rap life
Mhm.
is a heavy life,
Yeah.
and I'm not whatever. Like
Yeah.
rap music's
Yeah.
not my jam,
Hmm.
but as we know from the music industry, it's
Yeah.
the whole music industry is corrupt in my opinion. But the rap, there's just something so negative about it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
what's the word? Dino, I can't remember. Anyways, negative connotations when
Yeah.
I when you
Yeah.
think of the rap industry.
Yeah.
It's a
Hmm.
lot of gang violence still, because a lot of
Yeah.
these, and I can't speak for all of them, but like a lot of the rappers come from a different life and then are
Yes.
shot into this
e-
fame. Their
Exactly.
problems don't stop when they're famous.
Yeah.
Their problems have now
Exactly.
followed them, but they've got more
Yep.
money. So,
Yes. Yep.
so I mean, I hope your nephew is good and safe.
Oh,
Ron
he's
wants
good.
to know if he works
He's
for
good.
Diddy.
No. 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 He doesn't.
I hope
No.
not.
No. No. I don't know. Mm-mm. No. 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 No.
You'd
No.
be
No.
holding an intervention at some point. Crazy. So this has nothing
Yeah.
to do with Diddy, but it made me think of R. Kelly.
Oh.
Ron, you just wrote Diddy. There we go.
Yeah.
So my cousin lives in the States,
Hmm.
and she used to date this guy way back in the day, but his sister or his cousin, I can't remember now which, a woman that he was related to was a part of R. Kelly's little string of ladies.
Oh.
She was living in one of the houses in Atlanta. He had
Oh.
multiple houses in different parts of the states,
Yep.
where a bunch of women would live together, and it was basically like R. Kelly's personal brothel.
Yeah.
And I remember her saying, like, the family is so worried about her. They don't know exactly where they are. Yes, commune. That's a good way to put it, Ron.
Yep.
They don't know how to get to her. Like, they don't know how to talk some sense into her. So just wild.
Wow, yo.
It's crazy what people will do for celebrities.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
People throw themselves at people who are literally just people. This is how I think of it. This is so stupid. When I think, oh, that person's like so famous or he's so good looking or whatever, and I'm like, does he still like get diarrhea when his stomach's upset? Like, does he still poop?
Mm,
Oh, he does. Oh, he's just a normal
mm,
person. That's what I
mm.
think. It really
Okay.
humanizes them.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right.
They might
Yeah.
have fancier bathrooms, but they still have to go.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I think. Yeah, Pepto. That's right.
Yeah.
Pepto, if you
Yeah.
want to come sponsor us, I'll talk about indigestion and heartburn and diarrhea all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Funny. Okay, well, again, our hearts go out to Liam Payne
Yes.
and his
Yes.
family, his
Yes.
fans, his bandmates. Tragic death. Usually, when a big celebrity like this dies, we see like a slew of big celebrities dying in a row. Have you
Yeah.
noticed that? It all
Yes.
kind of happens.
Yes.
So hopefully
Yes.
this is it for a while.
I hope
We
so.
don't see
I hope
anyone.
so.
Yeah,
I hope
terrible.
so. I hope so.
Yeah, threes. That's right, Ron.
Threes.
Yeah,
Oh
threes.
no. He put it out there.
I know you have to go
Out
and
there.
say it, Ron.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
all right, on to your topic. And now we know. No idea
Oh,
what to
yes.
expect from this.
And now
No
we
idea what to know.
know. I
And
don't know
now
if
we
you
know.
know. I don't know if you know, but Ron is sometimes a prophet. Sometimes he'll speak something, and the next month it happens, or
Oh,
you
Ron?
remember, yeah, or remember what he said. Like yesterday,
Okay.
remember? Like yesterday, you were talking about. No, I'm sorry. One day, Tuesday, today's Wednesday. Wednesday, you were on
I have no
Ron, and
idea. Thursday today.
Thursday. Today's Thursday. I think
Okay.
Tuesday or Wednesday, you were on with Ron. Wednesday, you was on with Ron, and
Okay.
he said he wanted to see the list, that Diddy list. He wanted to see the list so he could
Yeah,
say,
of
you know
course.
what? Yeah, yeah, I'll never watch you again. I'll never listen to your songs again. Remember
Hmm.
when he said that? And
Yes,
I said,
I do remember that.
So in 2022, we were supposed to get a Van Halen reunion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were supposed to get a Van Halen reunion. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Alex Van Halen, Eddie's brother,
Hmm.
was in an interview last week for Rolling Stones,
Hmm.
and he gave us the reason why there was no reunion.
Oh,
And the reason why is because David Lee Roth refused to pay tribute to the great Eddie Van Halen.
really?
Yeah, yeah. He refused to pay tribute to Eddie Van Halen.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the namesake of your band, you can't get
Eh,
over it enough. You're not famous
th-
enough on your own to just
Thank you. Right?
be doing that.
There's supposed to be a tribute of him on a wide screen, him playing guitar, and David said, "No, f you, I'm leaving."
Interesting. These rock stars, man, like this ego.
Thank you. Right?
Yes.
I used to like David Lee Roth.
Right.
Wish they all could be California girls. You know what I'm saying? That used to be my jam. You cut, David. You
Cut.
cut. You cut, David.
Ron
You're
says he's
done.
scum.
Yes.
Hashtag
Thank
David Lee
you.
Roth is
Thank you.
scum.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Scum's a little
Because they're
aggressive, but
because you gonna piss on a man who formed the band, who's supposed to be your brother,
mm-hmm.
a nice little tribute.
Is
Every
he
time
still
Queen,
alive or no?
yeah, oh yeah,
Eddie Van
yeah.
Halen? Yeah, okay.
Oh no, he's died. He died.
Oh, okay.
He died. He died in 2020. When he died? Died a couple years ago from throat cancer.
Oh, dang.
Thank you. 2020. Yes, he died of throat cancer. Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, a tribute 2 years after makes sense. And he
Yeah.
still wouldn't. Like I
No.
could see if dude was still alive and they were beefing, but like
Yeah.
my
Passed
friend is dead.
away. Exactly.
Ooh,
When Queen does it, they put a nice tribute up for Freddie.
totally.
Totally. But
Freddie
David
was
Lee
no
Roth.
drama.
Right.
Clearly
Thank you. Right. Thank
Eddie
you. Right.
and David Lee Roth are drama.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Drama queen. Drama queen.
Yeah, really. You see that with a lot of these rock stars. They just can't figure it out. Like Oasis, who's going on tour, like they're brothers and they can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Like we'll see how
Yeah.
this tour goes. They'll probably get like 2 shows in and then, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but like, what pressure on their parents? Rolling Stones tribute to Keith Richards 20 years ago. They seem to be like fairly low problems in
Yeah.
Rolling Stones. I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, they're like 90 years old. Like, what are they going to fight about? Which diaper brand to buy? Brought to you by Pepto Bismol. See what I did there, Pepto Bismol?
Yes. Yes. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Ron
Yeah.
says
So
they say he's still alive but looks dead. Is that Keith Richards? Yeah. Dude's had a tough life.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
by tough, I
Real
mean
tough
self
life.
inflicted tough life.
Yeah. Exactly. 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 So Eddie's cut off.
Terrible.
I'm sorry, David Lee Roth's cut off. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant by David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't get that. It's your
Yeah.
band, your bandmate, the founder of your band, the wild
Yep.
success that you had as an artist. The man's dead. Like the
Yeah.
least you could do.
Exactly.
The least you
Exactly.
could do for being in the band for 40 years or,
Right?
a part of something for 40 years is like, everyone knows Sammy was better anyway, says Ron. Yeah.
Get the hell up.
Yeah, I mean, he does have Cabo Wabo down in Cabo San Lucas, and
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
it's supposedly a very good time. He likes to party with his fans and things like that. So, he seems a little more down to earth.
Yeah. He does have great tequila. So,
Does
yeah.
have great tequila. If you like
Oh, yeah.
tequila, yeah, that one is offer.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's delicious.
Right? I know when you get off the plane and you're going down an elevator at Cabo Airport, there's like a huge sign that says Sammy Hagar, Cabo Wabo. And you're like, made it, man. This is the life.
Nah, this is the life.
Yeah. And see, here, like going back to Liam Payne here, like you have a 31-year-old dying, but like, how do you have all these 70, 80, 90-year-old rock stars who are just still going? So I'm saying, like, you don't think they've partied in their 50-year career? You don't think they got drunk on a balcony over 50 years?
Yeah, but I think they learned their lessons and be like, you know what, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Right. But they were 30 at some point and we're probably rocking out. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Liam was pushed, is all I'm saying.
Oh, oh,
Maybe.
oh,
I'm just saying.
okay. Oh.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyways, back to your topic. F you, David Lee Roth. We don't like you anymore.
Yes.
And now we know. Interesting.
You know.
Jeez, Ron, I'm not repeating that. Terrible.
Wow.
Too
Wow.
soon. Too
Wow.
soon.
Way too soon. Way
Wow.
too soon.
Wow.
Way too soon.
All right, on that note, let's check out the top hits of the 2010s, which is interesting timing. Maybe One Direction's on this list. I don't pre-check them. In 2010, the number one song of the year was Kesha's TikTok. You know that one?
Oh, TikTok, don't stop, get the party.
Yeah, something about Mick Jagger.
Yeah, that's my jam. What?
It's your jam. Yeah, that's everyone's
Yeah.
jam. If that comes on and you're out, you're dancing for sure.
Yep.
Spent 38 weeks on the Hot 100 and was number one for 9 weeks. I actually can't stand majority of what Kesha does, but then like I hear a song from her and I was like, oh, that's catchy. I think it's just her as a person I don't really like.
Do you know how she became famous?
From that, I thought from that song.
Yeah, she snuck into Prince's house.
Really?
Yeah, and she got stuck in the elevator. She got stuck in the elevator. She snuck into Prince's house. She got stuck in the elevator. It opens up. Prince is there, and she just looks at him. And she looks at her. She looks at her, and she says, "Could you listen to my demo tape?" And he grabs it. The doors close, and she gets the hell out of there.
Dang. Is that the same elevator he was found dead in?
Yes.
Dang.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like, that's some boldness.
Yeah. Right.
It's one thing to break into a studio.
Right.
But to, like, break into someone's house. Wow.
Exactly.
And
right.
Prince's. Right. Like, Prince is a weird dude. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Was a weird dude. I don't know that I would want anything to do with Prince. And is that the guy who you think is going to launch your music career? I don't know.
Well, hey, but he did. He passed it on.
I could see, like, I don't know, going into, like, who's famous then? Like, Flo Rida's house? Like, someone with similar music to you? Or, like, I don't know. Well, good for her. It obviously worked for those 5 years she was famous.
Yeah.
Okay, 2011, Adele, Rolling in the Deep. No surprise, massive song. 65 weeks on the Hot 100. 65 weeks. Crazy. 7 weeks at number one. 2012, another no surprise. Somebody that I used to know. I don't know how to even say dude's name. Gotye. Gotye. Anyway, somebody that I used to know. 59 weeks. That's a great song. I still love that one. 8 weeks at number one. 2013, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Thrift Shop. That's a great song. A weird song, but a great song. 49 weeks on the charts, 6 weeks at number one. So we're seeing a difference, like when I went back to the 70s and 60s, much shorter time spent on these Hot 100s. Like we were asking what's the criteria. Obviously, it's a little different now with, in the 90s, it would have been album sales in 2000s, and now we're into the 2010s. So it's like, probably based on streams and maybe concert. I don't really know, but yeah, we're seeing them on the charts for a heck of a lot longer than the other decades. Okay, 2014, Pharrell Williams, Happy. I love that song, but it was very famous. 47 weeks on the Hot 100, 10 weeks at number one. 2015, no surprise here, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
Yes.
56 weeks on the charts, 14 weeks at number one. Huge song. Like 14 weeks at number one, that's 3.5 months. Like
Wow.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine the same song being that popular for 3.5 months. But
Yeah.
it was. That song was insane.
Yeah.
2016, Justin Bieber, Love Yourself. That was only 2 weeks at number one, but 41 weeks on the Hot 100. And it said a note Bieber also had the number two song of 2016 with Sorry.
Yep.
Crazy. Great year for him.
JB, baby, JB.
JB, Canada, Canadian Pride. I'm so sorry what Diddy did to you. Um, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
just saying, probably the same to Liam Payne. So sorry.
Woo, gangster.
There was an article that came up actually when I was looking that said Liam Payne and his connection to Diddy. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, at least not at this moment, but I will
Whoa. Whoa.
eventually. 2017, Ed Sheeran, Shape of You, 59
Mm-hmm.
weeks on the Hot 100, 12 weeks at number
Wow.
one. You know what? I love Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
He's a
Me too.
weird little dude as well,
Me
but I
too.
like him.
Me
My
too.
dad says to me the other day, he came on the radio when we were driving and he's like, I can't take him seriously. I said, why not? Because he looks like a troll. And I was like, Dad, oh my gosh. Like,
Looks like a troll.
I'm sorry, like, Dad, you love 70s music where everyone looked like a troll. So, like, yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
2018, Drake, God's Plan. Do not like that
Woo!
song. I do not
Drizzy.
like Drake. I don't care that he's Canadian. I do not like that guy. 36 weeks on the Hot 100, 11 weeks at number one. You look shocked there. Why are you shocked?
Did you just say you don't like Drake?
Yeah, I don't like Drake. I think he's
You don't
weird.
like you don't like you don't like his music, or you
I
don't
don't
like
like anything about
him?
him. His music is fairly catchy. Hotline Bling, I do love that song. I don't know. He just seems very arrogant. I don't know. Like we're Canadians, we should be a little more humble than that.
That's
You
deep.
know,
That's deep. I hear you. I hear you.
we'll leave the pride for you Americans. Just kidding.
You so right. You are so right. You were so right, Becky. You were so right, Becky. I hear you. I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you.
Right.
Speak the truth, Becky. Speak the truth.
I do speak the truth. I think that
Yes.
Drake, he had some beginnings in acting. Degrassi was not a hard show by any means. It was a very soft show. Um, he's like half Jewish, half black. I think he acts like he's from the streets or Toronto. You grew up on movie sets. You were not from the streets. Okay.
Are you? What are you talking about? He said he grew up on the mean streets of Toronto.
No, he didn't. He grew up in like probably the arts district of the main streets of Toronto.
Mean streets of Toronto.
Oh.
Are there any mean streets in Toronto?
Well, there is. I mean, like any big city, you're going to have
Oh,
your transients and things like that, a big
oh,
drug culture,
oh,
gangs,
okay,
whatever.
okay.
But
Uh,
I just don't think it's even comparable to like,
hmm,
let's say, LA or Chicago
yeah.
or Detroit or whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just think he's not as hard as everyone acts like he is.
Yeah.
I remember you on Degrassi High, Drake. You're not fooling
Mm.
anybody. That's what I think. Okay, back to list. 2019 is the last one, and Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, Old Town Road. Again, no surprise. 45 weeks on the Hot 100, 19 weeks at number one, for almost 5 months. Okay, we have lost Kenny here. I don't know why, but I will just say that that song is incredibly. Oh, welcome back. That song
Yeah.
is incredibly catchy, and 19 weeks, 5 months up number one. Wild.
Wow.
2019. I'm
Wow.
excited to see the 2020s, although there's only a couple. You know what? Why don't I just do them? Because we don't have a
Yes.
whole
Yes.
decade to do.
Yes. Yes.
2020, The Weekend, Blinding Lights. I wouldn't say that that would be the song, but maybe I guess so. 90 weeks on the Hot 100. 90. Holy moly,
Wow.
4 weeks at number one. You know why I'd spend it? Because 2020, everyone was like, what else am I going to
Yeah.
do?
Exactly. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else am I going to do? I'm just going to download some garbage music. Another Canadian who I could take early. I know, I'm ruthless. 2021, Dua Lipa, Levitating. 77 weeks on the Hot 100.
Wow.
It only made it up to number two, so it didn't even make it to number one, but 77 weeks is nothing to sniff at.
Yeah.
2022 Glass Animals Heat Waves. That's a good song. I like that
Mm.
one. 91 weeks on the charts and 5 weeks at number one.
Wow.
Last year, the song was Morgan Wallen, Last Night. 16 weeks at number one, 46 weeks on the Hot 100. And obviously, they haven't come out with 2024 song yet because,
Yeah.
yeah, it hasn't ended yet.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all of my list. I don't think,
Wow.
is there any that any decades I've missed? A couple of in the 50s, but yeah, that concludes my uh, Billboard chart. Not a very good decade. I didn't hate it. I thought the 2000s were better for sure.
Yeah. Way
Um,
better.
I don't know. I didn't hate it. I thought the 70s, I wanted the 70s to be way cooler than it was. It wasn't. It was very soft. It was like very Barbara Streisand. I was thinking it was
Mm.
going to be like more Queen Led Zeppelin. It was not at all.
Wow.
And the 80s were awesome. The 90s were awesome. The 2000s were awesome. So I like all those lists here. No
Mm.
surprise. No surprises, I don't think, on that one. Uh, I could have probably called a lot of those ones for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to I Ain't Scared, another obscure topic of yours.
Yes. 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 So we know Halloween is coming up. Ron loves our
Yes.
Halloween
Mm-hmm,
segment,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and I don't do good with horror movies.
Oh,
I
no?
don't. I don't do good with horror movies. I don't do good with horror movies. I'm a little scaredy cat when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm gonna give you the top 5 Halloween movies that
Hmm.
will not scare you.
Okay.
Okay.
Olsen
Okay.
twins, Trick or Treat, obviously. Like, what is it? Double toil and trouble. I can't remember. Some from when I was a kid. It wasn't scary.
Number 5, I had Adam's Family,
Okay.
1991 movie.
Okay.
It's not gonna scare
Jeez.
you.
Ron says you're the first to die in a horror flick. Becky's the
Yes.
sole
Yeah.
survivor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
I thought
Yes.
I heard Ron and Susan talking about this yesterday. Is right when I
Yes.
logged on, and I thought that can't be what they're talking about, but it was. We're there. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Number 5, Adam's Family. Number 4, I had gotta go with Casper.
Okay. Cute.
1995. Casper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the big-eyed girl.
Yeah.
What is her
Yeah.
name?
Yeah. I don't know. But
What's the big-eyed
yeah.
girl? She's got a really round head. Christina something. Ricci.
Ricci. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That didn't scare me. Okay. All right.
No, I have no
Number 3
plans
would
for
be
children.
number 3 would be E.T.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
E.T. Yeah, yeah, really didn't scare me. I was cool. You know, you know.
Again, children's movie.
Yeah, yeah. Number 4, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
So I watched that yesterday with my kid, and we ended up turning it off. We're like, this movie sucks. It's about halfway through, and her and I both were like, what is this about? I'm like, it's weird. But yeah, it's, I mean, a
Yeah,
cult classic.
yeah, it's called classic. I wasn't scared at all.
Not scary. No. How do you be scared of a cartoon?
Yeah, right. And the number 1 movie, Halloween movie, that will not scare you is it's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Ah, cute.
Uh,
I like that. That's a good
see,
list.
see, those are the 5 ones I watch, and then I'm good to go.
Oh, why? What is it about scary movies you don't like?
I just get cold chills, and I don't know. I just don't do scary movies.
I hate thinking that I'm going to be scared, like waiting for someone to pop out. I'm like, I've seen a few over the years, like against my will.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember going on a first date, and the guy made us go to The Ring.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I was in grade 11 or something. I was young, and he made me pay for it too, which was the worst part of it all. But anyway, The Ring, and the whole time I sat like this, la, 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 la. Like I don't even know what it's about. It was scary enough, the parts that I saw. I've also seen half of Saw 1. And yes, Ron, he made me pay. Obviously, that didn't go anywhere. Uh, you think there'd be chivalry in like 2003, but there was not.
Yeah, we went Dutch. We went Dutch.
Right, not even Dutch. He made me pay for everybody.
Oh man.
I know, right? So Saw that one. Oh, you know what is the scariest movie I've ever seen, hands down, and Ron is gonna roast me for this. The Sixth Sense.
Oh.
Terrible. I saw it when I was 13 years old, maybe 14. No, 13. I was at a friend's house and they rented it. It was a bunch of girls for a sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like the part where they open up the tent and someone's puking. I lost it. I was like, climb up, come pick me up. Like,
Okay.
it was
Okay.
terrible. And so yesterday we watched a trailer for it when we were looking for a movie to watch. And I was like,
Mm.
ugh. So we didn't
I
watch it.
see.
That's why we watched Nightmare Before Christmas. But
I see dead people. I'm good. I'm good.
yeah,
After
I see
that,
dead
no,
people.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I'm good.
no.
Nope. No. No.
I don't understand it. I know lots of people who are like obsessed with Halloween, obsessed
Yeah.
with scaring themselves. I don't think it's great. You hear dead people all the time, like in your house. Like, is your house haunted? Why? Okay,
Oh, okay. All right.
interesting.
As long as you don't talk, as long as you don't talk back, you good to go, Ron. You good to go. As long as you don't talk
Yeah,
back.
exactly,
Yeah, as long as you don't
exactly.
talk back, I'm with you. I'm sticking
Well,
with you.
Mikey P, he was saying that his house was is haunted, and he sent me a picture down this hallway where he said this. I think is a little girl lives, and I was like, no, thank you. Burn that house immediately. Let's hope
Yeah,
the
exactly, right?
hurricane took her out.
Exactly.
Hope it blew
Exactly.
her away. Yucky.
Exactly.
Couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's dive into this next one because it's going to be a bit of a longer one. So these are 80s movies that would never fly today. This
Oh,
is not my list. This is a
okay.
list from, I don't know, MSNBC, some
Mm-hmm.
liberal nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that liberal is nonsense, but you know what I'm saying. Whoever writes this is like very
Mm-hmm.
upset by most things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one is Blade Runner. Now, keep in mind, I haven't seen a lot of these movies, so I don't know. I'm hoping that you're a movie buff as well, and you know
Yes,
some of
yes,
these movies.
yes,
Okay, so
yes,
Blade
yes.
Runner. It says the treatment of female characters is problematic. Characters are highly sexualized. One character's actions border on sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah,
agree or disagree
I
with Blade
agree. I
Runner?
agree. I
Really? You
agree.
think it wouldn't fly
Yeah.
today? Okay.
No. No.
Okay, interesting. I need to watch
No.
it. Revenge of
No.
the Nerds 1 and 2, sexual
Oh,
assault by deception. That one, I guess I
yeah.
understand.
Most definitely.
Stereotypes, voyeurism. It
Hell
says
yes
it
for the
would
movie.
never fly today. They are funny. Both of
Yeah,
them are
yeah.
stupid.
They're
So
like, no.
stupid. But yeah,
Best
it would
part is
never.
no on 15. It be no on 15.
I don't know what that is. Is that from the
It's the rap.
movie?
It's the rap. Yeah, it's from the movie.
I
It's
don't
from the rap.
remember that.
From the rap. It's from the rap they did. No
Cute.
on 15.
I don't remember at all. Okay, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. So it says the portrayal of India is full of stereotypes and inaccuracies. Hinduism is disrespected.
Uh,
I know.
yeah, I can see that a little bit.
Here's
I
the
can see
thing.
that a little bit. I mean, they're eating monkey brains, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure
But
Indians don't eat monkey brains, but
but
go
in
ahead.
like ancient, well, maybe not ancient, but the early 1900s in India, like was that eaten as a delicacy? Maybe. We don't know. I mean, oh, I'm speaking for myself as middle-aged white women who drive SUVs everywhere. Like we are very offended by cultural appropriation, and like and stereotypes. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess someone watched it and thought it was
yeah,
upsetting.
yep.
Who knows? Okay, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is half cartoon, half live action. It says that Jessica Rabbit is too grown up for kids. Cartoon violence, jokes about different groups and their views of women are not okay.
Let me tell you
That
something,
seems
yo. Let me tell you something, okay? Jessica Rabbit was fine, okay?
totally.
Right? All right, she was fine. Look, I seen that. I was like, oh, I was a kid. I was like, oh, that's a rabbit. That's a rabbit.
By
I don't
name only.
know. I don't know. I don't
But the
know.
thing, what they were doing, it's not that they were like depicting her sexually, like they were, but it was because they were kind of like what's the word, satirizing
Yeah.
like the sort of 50s, like the glamorous singer girl up on stage in like a lounge, like, and then they took it to just an extreme because it was a cartoon. So
Mhm.
but yeah, the violence, like every cartoon has violence. Let's go back to Bugs Bunny. It is all violence. Like
True. Yeah.
I don't know. If someone's upset by Roger Rabbit, that one seems a little extreme to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Back to the Future. This is my favorite movie. This one made me laugh. The mom developing the crush was not okay. That's not okay. Racial stereotypes downplays sexual harassment. You know, when Biff and the mom were in that car, and Marty McFly has to come and beat him up, and I know the face says it all, Kenny. I know the mom developing crush made me laugh though when I wrote that down. Like that is not acceptable. Okay,
All right.
okay, Hollywood, continue to hurt children. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Is that why they're making a fourth one? Is that why they're
are
making
they?
a fourth?
Shut
Yeah,
up. They are not.
yeah, they're, yep, they are.
But with Michael J. Fox,
Yep.
how
He's gonna play limited parts,
you'd have
but,
to.
but the main character is gonna be like that kid from thank you, Tom Holland. Yeah, Tom
Really?
Holland.
Oh,
Yeah,
another little shorty. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I hadn't even heard of this. I'm super excited now. You made my day.
What I do. It's what I do, Becky. It's what I
What you
do.
do?
What I
Okay,
do.
Rambo: First Blood Part Two. It says that Vietnamese people were just portrayed as faceless bad guys, and they made killing look cool, ignores the real pain of war, and paints Vietnam in a bad light. I mean, the Vietnam War was bad.
Yeah,
Like
it was.
I'm sure if you go to Vietnam and watch videos set in the Vietnam War, they make Americans look really bad, and the Vietnamese people are good. So I mean, it's I don't know, it's perspective. Now, granted, Rambos are pretty aggressive. Again, no one in America cares about
Yeah,
Vietnam
I
field.
can't. I can't.
Ron,
I can't.
wow.
Well, we're about to be canceled. Becky, we're about to be canceled. Becky. We're
Can
about to
you
be-
check the algorithms to see where we stream the most? Because if it's Vietnam, like we are done.
Yeah, we're done. We're
Listen,
done.
Ron no longer is with this program.
Exactly. You're
His
right.
views are not shared by the Canadians in the group
Or the Americans,
or the Americans in the
or the
group.
Americans.
Hilarious. We are big in Sao Paulo. Okay, that's Brazil. That's
All
not
right.
Vietnam. Okay, The Karate Kid. It says it paints the Asian culture in a weird light. And they didn't specify what they meant by weird. There was bullying. This one also made me laugh as well. You'll like this. The relationship between Mr. Miyagi and Daniel is uncomfortable.
This is, this is so crazy because they're making another Karate Kid too.
Yes, that's
With
right.
Mr.
Well, I
with
mean,
Mr.
look at
Miyagi and
Jaden Smith as Karate Kid as well. Probably also had uncomfortable relationships with grown men.
Jackie Chan. This is
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's only uncomfortable if you make it uncomfortable. If like
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi was like, "Hey Daniel, take off your shirt, let me massage those sore karate muscles," like maybe, but I don't think that happened.
Hey.
Uh,
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Stereotypes historical people, not many female characters. Slang and behavior is disrespectful. Again, like they're kind of grasping at straws at this point, I think. Like there's not a lot of important female characters. Well, that's because it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, not Bill and Becky and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Right.
Scrooged, that one was with Bill Murray, Carol Kane, great movie. Mean humor, makes fun of homeless and people with mental health issues, sexist jokes about women. Guess cue every 80s movie ever made.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah. Tootsie, I think that one was Dustin Hoffman, where he dresses
Yeah.
as a woman. Is that the one?
Yes.
Jokes
Yes.
about trans and treats women unfair. Again, you have to look at the time. I know it's saying it would never fly in today's day and age, but like if we're going back 40 years to find issues, like worry about what's going on today.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Big Trouble in Little China. It's Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, great movie. Stereotypes Asian people and traditions disrespectful to Asian people. So that seems to be a thing with a lot of these. Someone was very offended. Who wrote this list? I need to find
Yeah.
out who
Right.
wrote this
Yeah.
list.
Right. Me too.
Read
Right.
more about them.
Exactly.
Airplane, Leslie Nielsen, hilarious movie.
Yes.
Treats women unfair, humor at different groups' expenses. Again, that's comedy. What comedian do you know that doesn't go after every minority
Thank you.
and every majority?
Right?
Yeah. Can't Buy Me Love. That was that red-haired chick, Molly something, Molly Ringwald, and
Molly Ringwald.
no, maybe no, it wasn't her. It was Patrick Dempsey
Yes. Yes.
and some girl. I thought it was Molly Ringwald, but maybe it's not.
No.
He treats
Great.
the girl like a possession. If you've seen it, he's like not cool, and she is, and he buys her off to be his girlfriend for a while.
That's a, that's a that's
Um,
that's a great movie.
yeah, and obviously this girl didn't know that he was about to be McDreamy or McSteamy or whatever from Grey's Anatomy. She had no idea how hot he actually was.
Right.
But it says he treats the girl like a possession. It's a message that being popular is important. I'm sorry, has anyone been to high school?
Right.
Act all you
Right.
want now that
Right.
bullying doesn't exist in schools anymore. It does.
Yeah, it does.
Teen Wolf, another Michael J. Fox movie. Outdated
I'm,
views of masculinity. I'm surprised they
I'm
didn't call it toxic masculinity. Stereotypes about groups in high school. Again, every teenager movie ever stereotypes teenage groups. Yes, I agree, Ron. Society is too sensitive. Whoever wrote
yeah,
this is too sensitive.
yeah, right. It's too
Again,
soft.
these are not the views of me. As you know, I am no feminist by any means. I like to make fun of everybody equally.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not offended by much.
Mhm.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, great movie.
Yeah.
What's dude's name again? Ferris Bueller. Why can't I think
Bueller.
of it? He's married to
Bueller.
Sarah Jessica Parker, Matthew Broderick.
Yes.
This is so stupid that I wrote down. Trickery is cool. It's not wrong on this movie. Trickery.
Trickery.
And
What
it
kind of
says,
trickery?
well, I guess because he pretends to be his girlfriend's dad when he calls her in, and they
Right?
steal Buddy's
Because
dad's car. And
he skipped school. Like nobody skipped
Mhm.
school.
Yeah, so bad. I
Yeah,
skipped
so
so much
bad.
school. I didn't even graduate the first year. That's how much school I skipped.
Oh,
Not that I'm like proud of that or anything.
oh.
Certainly, then no one made a movie about it. But
Mm.
it also says it jokes about gay people, so that's not cool in the 80s.
Jokes about gay people.
Um, Flashdance. The secretary gets treated bad, but the movie acts like it's funny. The ghost scene that brings up questions about permissions. Does a ghost get a little fresh in that movie?
It's been years since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, same. I think maybe the concern more is that she's a stripper, but whoever wrote um,
Yeah, he got problems.
this list here, I think there's a weird culture shift right now where we're not demonizing prostitutes or people in the sex trade because
Yeah.
it's like noble work and like my body, my choice. So they don't talk anything about like this chick dancing for money here, tiny dancer. They're like they've completely left that out. But the fact that the ghost scene brings up questions of permissions, like the ghost didn't ask permission to touch you. Okay, weird. Anyway, the last one on the list here is the Breakfast Club. It says it looks up girls' shirts without asking, strange messages about how girls should act around mean boys. See, this list is stupid. Are you all right over here?
Yeah, all right. I'm all right. Okay.
So I think like from that whole list, the dumbest ones were
Yeah.
probably the Mr. Miyagi and Daniel relationship was
Yeah.
uncomfortable,
Yeah, right?
or that trickery is bad.
Trickery is bad. Ooh.
Yeah, I liked those ones for sure. Yeah, I think that's my favorite one for sure. So yeah, that's my list. These are not my views. If anyone just logged in to watch, these are not my views. I found this list online and I wrote it down because I thought it would be ridiculous, and it was. So
Oh, gosh. Oh,
that is my list. So let's get into your last one. Just so everybody knows, we are ending about 2 minutes early today because I have a
yep.
Zoom meeting at exactly 9 o'clock my time. So we are going to end
okay.
a few minutes early.
Okay.
I know you and Kenny love to, or you and Ron love to run over like
Yeah. Okay.
20 minutes. Although him and I did like an hour 13 the other day. So, okay, our last topic is Becky. Can you believe this?
Yeah. Becky, can you believe this? See, it all comes together because you was talking about the 80s. Okay,
Oh,
all right. And the 80s, was a fairly good time. How old is your youngest?
12.
12. See, 12. See. So 80s kids, get ready because Rainbow Bright is returning.
Oh, interesting.
I told you, Ron. I told you, Suzanne. I told you, Suzanne. Merchandise, movie, and TV show. Crayola
Oh, really?
Studios and Hallmark will be coming out with Rainbow Bright again.
Rainbow
She is coming
Bright.
back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s kid myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
fairly limited with what I was allowed to watch in the earlier days. Okay, yes, this
Mm-hmm.
one. She looks
Yeah,
like she's
right.
going to the club, going to a
Yeah.
rave, dropped some
Yeah.
ecstasy, and she's
Yeah.
like ready to
Exactly.
go.
Yeah.
Candy kid.
Fla-
Okay,
The,
interesting.
the colors, man. The colors.
Do you think that she's famous because like they're bringing her back because of Rainbow? Like, do you think that's why? Because it's like
Yeah.
very culturally appropriate right now.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt
Mhm,
about it.
mhm, mhm.
They want to relive, the oldies but goodies.
Right.
The oldies but goodies. But Rainbow Bright is coming back with a movie, TV show,
Okay.
merchandise. So get ready for
Interesting.
Christmas. Get
It's
ready for
not
Christmas.
Disney.
No, it's not Disney. It is not
Hmm.
Disney. It's Crayola Studios and Hallmark Card
I'm sorry. Did you say
Incorporated.
Crayola Studios?
Yes, Crayola
Like,
Studios.
like the crayons
Yes,
has a
yes,
production company?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's like, is everyone jumping on the Netflix momentum here?
Oh, most definitely,
Like, why
most
wouldn't you?
definitely.
But like Crayola, that seems like
Yeah,
an odd one to me.
yeah, right, yeah, right. But it even gets better.
Okay,
Becky,
how
it
could
even
it
gets better
possibly?
because after the great success of Barbie,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Mattel and Sony is partnering together to release a movie inspired by, get ready for this, Viewmaster.
I don't know what that is. Wait, do I
The
know
View,
what that is? Wait a
the
second.
View,
The deep parts of my brain are being activated here. Viewmaster.
yeah, the Viewmaster is when you
I'm
put
Googling this.
the Viewmaster is where you
Oh,
put the, yes, yes,
I
yes,
love this. Oh,
yes,
oh,
yes,
I love
yes,
this. Hold on, let's find a
yes,
spot where everyone can see it. No, I
yep,
can't with the
yeah,
background on.
yeah. You can sort of see it a little bit. Yes,
There we
they are
go.
coming out with a live action movie brought to you, inspired by Viewmaster.
And Pepto Bismol. Um, I don't. Okay, go with me here.
Yeah.
How? How do they have a whole story on this?
I I have no idea. They haven't released the storyline yet, but I,
Okay.
I don't know. That's why I said, Becky, can you believe this? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go down.
I'm having a hard time believing it because I just don't really understand
Yeah, me neither.
like what kind of storyline the Viewmaster could possibly have as an inanimate object. I mean, I guess every little fantasy is like an inanimate object, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
okay, that's
and it's
interesting.
and it's 3D, so I mean,
Oh,
because the little thing used to pop in, used to see pictures of
right.
animals and
And they were kind of 3D too, weren't they? Or 2D maybe.
yeah, yeah.
I love those. I actually was at the dollar store recently and they have not Viewmaster brand, but like a different one. And I was like, should I get this for my nephew? And I was like, oh, I should. It'd be so fun for me to look at. But then I'm like, I mean, this is a 5-year-old. Like, he's not going to be interested in this. So I
Mm.
didn't buy it, but I wish I had.
Yeah,
I
it's
wish
pretty
I
cool.
had. It is
It's pretty
cool.
cool. It
Weird.
is pretty
Super
cool.
weird.
Pretty cool. And last but not least, you probably heard about this. Jonas Brothers concert in Prague
Okay.
was halted on Tuesday night after Nick Jonas was targeted by a laser pointer,
Oh,
causing
by
him
a
to
laser
ru-
pointer.
causing him to run off the stage.
Well, I guess he probably thought
Uh,
it was a scope and like
exactly.
a gun.
Exactly.
Oh,
When you finish your day, look up the video because you said, yeah, he was hauling behind. He was out of there. He said, he called a timeout, and he ran. I mean,
did they
ran off the
find the
stage.
person with the laser pointer? Like, how do
I
you in a crowd of thousands?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they found him. So
Dang.
that was
Okay.
pretty scary.
Interesting.
You can see
That
the
is
laser.
scary.
You can see the laser in his above his head, and he's playing the piano, and he said, "Oh,
Mm.
time out," and ran off.
I mean, I don't blame the guy. How many times have celebrities been picked off like on stage more
Exactly.
oftentimes than we'd like?
Exactly.
Wow,
Exactly.
that's wild. People just ruin it for everybody. So then what?
Yeah.
Does everyone in Prague get a refund or no because the show half went on?
I don't know, but I know he got back out there and they finished the concert, but
Oh
they
wow,
postponed they postponed some of the concerts until uh whenever.
crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
People are stupid. People make stupid choices.
Yeah, they
Just
do.
go and enjoy the show. You don't need to kill the people on stage. You don't need
Yeah,
to
right.
pretend like you're going to kill them. Just go enjoy the music.
Exactly.
My husband and I have been watching Criminal Minds. We're in season 8 now. Like, and every
Ooh,
night is like 5 episodes of Criminal Minds where it's just like
ooh.
back to back to back to back rape and torture and murder and
Mm.
sadistic. Like, and so, like, I feel at this point, I'm just like so over it. Like, all these people who are like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, obsessed with killing a celebrity, stalking
Yeah.
that, whatever. It's like, just forgive your dad for whatever he did. Like, hug
Oh,
yourself
oh, I
and
see you. I
move
see
on.
you. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because that's
I
what
see
it
you.
is. Like,
Yep.
every episode on the show has like a strained relationship with their
Mm.
parent of some
Yeah.
sort,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, parents, if you're listening, you need to be really kind to your children, or else
Yep. True.
serial
True.
killer.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, great show. It was nice to do it with you today.
Yes. Yes.
Finally,
Yes.
after all these months.
Yes. Yes.
You were back on Saturday with Captain Ron, are you not?
Ye- Yes, I am. Yes,
Is
I am.
is there going to be a make Ron say what?
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Okay.
I got plenty up my sleeve. I got plenty up my sleeve.
I love it. Well, everyone, check us out Saturday if you want to see Kenny and Ron do their thing. I'm guaranteed to talk about a Marvel movie and make Kenny and Ron say what. Make one of them say what. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
No,
You're
no,
not wrong. You're right. You're right, Becky.
I know. So I'm the goat.
Yes, you are the goat. The goat. Greatest of all time, Becky.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it
That's
is a
me.
pleasure. And it was a pleasure.
To
So
be
excited.
in my greatness. Yes, that's right.
Yes, yes,
Wow,
yes,
you're too kind, Kenny.
yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
thanks for being here, everybody, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Bye, everybody.